Hello, welcome to the simple step-by-step guide on how to design a website and a sales page. I really appreciate you for taking time to buy this course and invest in your skills in knowing how to develop a website and sales page for your business. At the end of this course, you should be able to design a website and also develop a sales page for your business, and also it will be added skills to you. So I really welcome you for taking this opportunity to know more and to build yourself and prepare yourself for the tasks ahead. So once again, I welcome you. My name is Abdul Adegboyega. I'm also known as AA Digital. I run a blog on digital marketing where I give tips on digital marketing. I'm also an IT professional. I have a master's degree in information technology. So I believe I'm the best to teach you this. So welcome once again. Now let's quickly look at what to expect from this course. Number one, which I've done, I've introduced what the course is all about. The course is all about teaching you how to develop website on your own. It's a DIY course that is do it yourself without you really paying for people to do it for you. And again, we're looking at how to set up domain and hosting, because you can't design a site without a domain and hosting, because you have to showcases to the wider world. Number three, we look into installing WordPress. So WordPress is going to be our framework. We're going to use Elementor for designs. That will be our builder. And we're going to now show you how to create your website. Then move into how to create a sales page. Then we'll talk about how you can use online payment for your website. All right, let's quickly see what we have for you. Okay, now this is what we're gonna do. This is all you need to do. If you can get this concept well, you should be able to design site for you. You understand? And we're gonna use this my sales page as one of how to design a sales page. You can see. So I'm going to teach you all you need to know concerning how to design a sales page. Well, as I said earlier, let's get started with what we need to do: domain and hosting. Domain and hosting. And the first thing you need to do in creating a website is to get your domain and get a hosting company. Now, what is a domain? A domain is just an identifier for your website that you're designing. Let me give you an instance. Let's say aadigital.com.ng is a name that is attached to the website I want to showcase to the wider world. Do you understand now? And hosting is where you host, where you keep that website for the outsider to see it. So you need a company that will do that for you. So we're going to show you how to do domain and hosting. Now let's go. Now, now I use what we call smartweb.com.ng. Now, smartweb.com.ng is a Nigerian hosting company. I don't know, I prefer to use them, and I've been using them for the past 10 years, and they have never failed me. But I'm not saying at this point for you to use them. No, 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 no. That's what I'm saying. I'm just showing you that for you to host a website, you need an hosting company. And I've given an example of what I'm using. I'm using what we call SmartWeb, which is a Nigerian-based hosting company. Now, you might decide not to use a Nigerian-based hosting company. You might go for a foreign one like GoDaddy, like Namecheap, and so on and so forth. All you need to do is to do your diligence and see why are you choosing this company over the other company? Hope that is clear. So I have my reason why I pick smart web. I have my reason why I pick smart web and I've stuck into smart web and they have never their customer service is wonderful. Note, I am not promoting them. So that is that. Now, what do you do when you come into our hosting or domain and hosting company? The first thing you need to do is to search for the availability of that name you are looking for. You know, I told you that my own name is aadigital.com.ng. Now, you need to search for the name if it's available or if any other person has picked it. Obviously, this has been picked. You understand that because it is my domain name. So what you need to do is to first of all search for the availability and uniqueness of that name. And mind you, whenever you are picking a domain name, note it should be something that is unique to your business. You don't just pick domain name for picking sake. Do you understand? Now the domain name you enter is already registered with us. So that shows I cannot pick a domain name called aadigital.com.ng, but I can still pick it because there are other extensions like aadigital.ng, aadigital.site, and these ones, are you getting it now? Will make it available. So all I need to do is to get this money in and purchase this domain name. Now, domain name, as I said earlier, is different from your hosting. So what I use there now, it comes with an what? Hosting package. So I will purchase my domain, which let's say is available. I will click, then I will now add a domain package to it. So when I've done that, do my normal online transaction, then my domain, my hosting will be given to me. To be given to me. So that is what we're talking about now. So when that is done, then we'll move into the next one. Now, the next one is called installing WordPress. Now, there's no way you will install a WordPress without what we refer to as cPanel. Now, I'm going to show you my own cPanel. Now, I mean, my cPanel. Now, this is how your cPanel environment look like. Do you understand now? So, I'm going to show you my cPanel. So this is my cPanel. Do you understand now? So because I've purchased a domain name, I'll be giving a cPanel information. You will log in, and that is when you will install your domain name. Hope that is clear. So the first thing you do is to get your your domain name and host it. So your domain company or your host company will send you details concerning your hosting. You understand that? In that hosting, they will give you a link to your cPanel. Do you get it now? So when you get that, then you cannot install WordPress. Am I making sense now? Now, so here, this is what I'm going to use. So I've made what I refer to as a subdomain of my AED that I don't want to buy. Do you understand? A subdomain is like another domain under the original domain. Now, I have already done this. So what I'm trying to do is that I have now see what is showing me. Do you understand now? I've already propagated this subdomain. Do you get it now? So what is empty? So all I need to do is to now install WordPress in it. And I can only install WordPress. WordPress can be installed in two ways, by the FTP or by the cPanel. So cPanel using Total Focus. So that's what I'm going to do for simpler. So I will come here. I'll look for this Softaculous installer, then I'll click on WordPress. Do you get it now? So I'll click on WordPress. Now it will not take me to this point. Now, mind you, I hope you are getting the first step. So your cPanel document details will have been sent to you. From there, you have access to your cPanel. From the cPanel, you now go to Softaculous and to pronounce this thing is Softaculous installer. So when you get to Softaculous installer, you look for WordPress. So when you get to WordPress, you come to install. You say install now. Do you get now? Install now. So when you now get to install now, it now depends, you now be asking you, what is your site all about? What is the site all about? Do you get it now? So let's call this one um academy. Academy. Okay, let's call it academy because this is what we are trying to design. You get it now? So let's call it academy. So that's the site name academy. Then after, so you will not get to, let's start from the beginning. This is where you start from. So choose your installation URL. Your installation URL is the address to it. So because I will pick here, this is where you can see online pay data. This is where I want the WordPress to be installed. So I don't need this. I'll make it blank. So I'll come here. I'll call it academy. Let me leave this thing. You can, this site description is what you will describe what your site is all about. Hope that is clear. So that is that. You give the description, you choose your language. So many things that you can also. So the most important thing here, you come and give what do I call it? Your password. So you give a password, and so you need to give a password. Let me quickly give a password now. Come in. So I've given my password, and I need to change this to admin 2021. So that should be it. So I'm done with this. Then I can now say install. All this I will still do when I get into my WordPress. So remember, what we're trying to do is for you to what? To install WordPress. And we're just giving you step by step in which you can install your WordPress. Do you understand now? So that's what we're doing now. Congratulations, the software was installed successfully. The software was installed successfully. So remember, what we now need to do is now come back here because it has been installed. Now come back here and type this wipe dash admin. This is your back end to your website. Now you have this, what WP means WordPress, and administration. You need to get access to your administration. You need to get access to your backend, and that is where we need to start designing our website. That makes sense now. So that is what I'm referring to here. So when you click here, it will surely ask for your login details. Remember, our login detail is admin 2021. You understand? Then our password, which will be okay. So that will be a password. Now let's see if we'll be logged in now. Remember, now we are now fresh into our what do you call it? Our WordPress. So this is our WordPress environment now. This is our WordPress environment. Everything is as clean as anything. Do you understand now? So what I normally do, I'll come to pages, uh, Okay, post. I click on all posts. I want clean, clean word. You understand? This is what I do. So it depends on what you want. So, but for now, this is what WordPress environment is all about. This is what WordPress environment is all about. Now let's go to our guide that is telling us. Now, remember, we have um, we have talked about how to install our domain. We have talked about how to host, and we have talked about how to install WordPress. Now, the next thing we need to do is now to install our theme. Our theme is simply means the framework in which you build your WordPress on. Do you understand now? So I'll come here to what I call appearance, and I'll go to themes. I'll go to themes. So under the themes, you have some free other things that have come with your WordPress installation. There are three things because if you log in now, let's see which one is activated. I think okay, this one is already activated now. Let's see. Let's go and see how the site look like now. So you get what I'm trying to say. Now this is the website right now. So this is WordPress already installed on our website. So if you type in online.aagdata.com.ng, this is what you're going to see. Do you understand? You will have seen something like hello world because I've already deleted that post. Do you get it now? So nothing here because it is empty. And remember when we were installing, just saying what is your website all about? So we wrote Academy and we leave the description open. We wrote my WordPress blog. That was the default description. You understand that? Because you just let it open. But because when we are designing, we will all do this again and again and get it done. Am I making sense, please? So that is what, now this is what the website is. We don't want this thing. That is why we say, okay, we need to install our own thing. Now to install your own thing, you come to what we call appearance, then you come to customer. So sorry, no. You come to that's my bad. Let's it's not appearance you come to. You come to appearance, you come to themes. Hope you get let me explain myself. Whenever you need to install a theme is the framework in which you build your site. Am I making sense now? Now, whenever you need to install a theme, you come to appearance, you come to theme. The last time I click customize. Customize when you are now designing it, designing the themes. So I just start what I should have just done. So you come back to themes. Remember, we came here and I was showing you that we have three default things that came with our WordPress, and 2021 has been installed for us. And I showed you how it looked like when we viewed it. You understand? But these ones we don't want it. So what you need to do is to say add new. You understand? Add new. Then when you add new, you search for the new, and the theme we're going to use that will always help you in designing, that will give you the better framework is what we call block C. Block C. So I'm going to type, it's already there because I use it a lot. So you can see block C. Now, this is the theme we're going to use. And we're going to activate, we'll install it first. You understand now? We install it first, then we will now activate it. So when we activate it, now that will now be the theme for our website design. Hope that is noted. So while we are waiting for it, okay, it is now installed. So the next thing you will now ask us is what do you want to activate it? Obviously, you want to activate it because that is what we want to use. Mind you, the default one that is already activated will be deactivated if this one is activated. So let's see how it works. So I'm going to activate it now. Okay, now it has been activated. Remember, this was the one that was activated. Now you can see activate. It's no longer customize. You now activate. It means immediately you activated a theme. The other one that is active will be what deactivated. So that is clear. Now let's quickly see the difference between the first one I showed you and this one. So I'm going to go to visit site now. Remember, we are still on our WordPress environment. Now this is it. It's as open as anything, nothing in it, nothing is showing. So we go back here to our dashboard. Now we come back to our dashboard. So this is what we need. Another thing that we will need, remember we said we will need an Elementor to design as a website builder. Do you understand that? So we need to quickly install a plugin. We need to install a plugin called Elementor. So you come here. Sorry. You come here. Look for plugin. Then look for add new. So you now search for Elementor. You come here, search Elementor. So we're going to bring the Elementor. Now, this is the Elementor website builder that we need. So we're going to click on it by installing it. So when we install it, we will activate it. Yes, we will activate it. So that will be our what we call it, our website builder. So there are so many website builder that is available, but the most common one is called Elementor. There is Divi. Do you understand? I use Divi a lot. I use Divi a lot. Whenever I need to design what I call a system, that is when I come to Elementor. But whenever I need to design a professional, like design a site, I sit with what we call a DV. You understand? And again, you can also use Elementor to do whatsoever a DV does, an Elementor can do. So that's what I'm saying. So it is just a choice of choice of tools that you will need to install what I call the website builder. So that is that. So I'm going to activate it because it should be needed. So we have installed two things now. We've installed what we refer to as a theme, and the name of the theme is called Block C. And the second thing we've done now is to install a builder which is called Elementor. Hope you're following now. Do you understand now? Hope you're following me. So we are taking it step by step. So the first step is to what? To get your domain. The second step is to get your cPanel. From there, you install your WordPress where we have. You get it now. You get your admin. You get your password. From there, you come here. So now, by default, also there are other plugins that are unnecessary. So I, for once, as I said, if I don't need you, I don't want you to be available. So I will click those ones I don't want and I'll delete them. Just so I will know that I only have this certain plugin for my designs. So we are not done yet. So another thing that is we need to do is to quickly look for another plugin called Elementor add-on. Elementor add-on. Essential Elementor add-on. Sorry. So this is what I'm looking for. Essential Elementor add-ons. Now you click that. Remember, Elementor website, then we need what we call essential add-ons for Elementor. You know why I call it Elementor? Elementor, that's what we're going to use. So we'll be waiting for it to get installed. So maybe it is installed, then would activate it. Now you can see, thanks for installing Block C. You're up. It means our team is ready. So we are waiting for our, what I call it, our plugins. So we can get started to designing our website. Wow. So we started. So Under when you're picking up your add-ons, is to ask you what are the things you need to add to what you want to use. So these are the things that are available. So I'm going to look at what do I really need. Do I need a Twitter feed? No. I need a web WP web WP forms. You get it now. I think I'm okay from what I'm seeing here. Okay. Because most of the things I need have already been clicked. So if everything you need to design your site is already clicked, you don't need to click it. So unless it is not clicked, then you now start looking for it and click it. So it will be an add-on to your plugin. Hope that is clear. It will be an add-on to your what? To your plugin. So we click next. Then next. So what did you think I'm okay? Like I said, depends on what you need to do. So I click next. So finish. So thank you. My add-on essential is ready. So I'll go back again. Let me see my settings. Another thing I need to do is to come to settings. My settings will just show you how your website will be look like. So I will always start with general. Okay. Now when I come to general, I might reduce this. I might call it a digital marketing store. Do you get what I'm trying to say now? So I told you the description can be made on your cPanel and can also be made on your WordPress. So this is what I'm trying to say. So I might decide to call it a digital marketing store. You get it now. So your administration online, this and that and that. So you now look what kind of day do you prefer? You get it now. So if that is okay, you click changes. Then you click save changes. You come to writing. So this is also necessary. Whenever you are doing anything, you need to set your parameter right. Do you understand now? From the beginning. So that's what I'm looking at, and this is okay for me. I come to reading. Now, this is also okay for me. Do you understand? So discussion. So you pick them one by one to know what you really want. Now come, let me use the next thing I will do is permalinks. So my permalinks, I always prefer to use post name instead of day and name. And reason is because for search engine optimization, it will be better. The name of the post, you get it now, the name of the post is better than highlights, sample, dates, all those stuff. So that is what I always do. That's why it's always good for you to come to your settings to look into what you need and get it done. So I've done my permalist, I've done my general, I've done my writing, I've done my reading. So I think I'm good to go. I've already done my settings right. So the next thing here for us now is to start developing, creating our website. You understand now? So if everything is done, the next thing for us to get to do is to start developing our website. So that is the main course for now. Do you understand now? So let's get started. So mind you, what we have in mind is to design something like this. Do you understand? So this is what we're going to start from. If you can get out to do this, you're already on. You can design anything. Now depends on your creativity. So let's get started. Let's go back to our WordPress and let's start designing. So the first thing we need to do is to come to our appearance. From appearance, we come to what we call customize. That is where we get our design done. So we click on customize. Remember, the name of our team is called Block C. So start here, but let me delete this. So we are waiting for it to come up. Okay, so this is it now. Now, if you notice, there are there are options. And now, before I go into this, there's something I need to quickly teach you. It's called color, color making. Now, one of the important things for you to know in choosing your color is to use some software that will assist you in picking colors. Color is so essential in web design. You don't just pick color because you like this color. You need to pick the color that will blend with every other color that you're going to pick. Do you understand that now? So what we need to do is to go to colors.co. So that's the next thing we need to look to pick our colors. So that's where I'm going to show you how to pick colors, and I'll come here to show you why we pick this color. So we are here now. So we see start generating colors for us. So there'll be a color palette. From this color palette, this is where you pick your colors. Do you understand now? You say hi. Now, there are two things you need to know. There's what we call primary color and secondary color. Now, when we talk about primary color, we're talking about the main color, like black and white. These are the primary colors. I'm not making sense now. And there are colors that you want. Maybe Coca-Cola asks you to design a website. Obviously, everybody knows the color of Coca-Cola is red. So that's the primary color. Or you might not necessarily use red in all your designs. So you need to use red as your main color and every other color that will fit into what you need to design. Am I making sense, please? Good. So another example is MTN. Everybody knows MTN is yellow. You get it now? So you pick your color from MTN. And again, what again? I'm giving you examples. Now, there are, so it is not only yellow that we use other colors, we call them complementary colors. You understand now? So let's see this. Sorry. Um, now we want to pick colors now. So when you need to pick colors, what you need to do is to toggle this thing to see the one that. So mind you, you need a main color. You need what? A main color for your design. Now let's see if our main color, let's pick red. Let me pick red. Let me see. Okay. Let me see the one I will pick. Okay. For learning sake, let me pick this color. Now, I've picked this color. So I need to now, what I need to do is to duplicate this thing. You understand? All I need to do to duplicate the color. So I have the color. So we have our main color, which is green. Are you getting it now? So what we need to do is to now delete this. I don't need this. I don't need this for now. I don't need this for now. I think I just need three now. Now I need this three. Now listen, I know what I'm talking about now. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to lock this. I'm going to lock this. So what I will do here is this. I will duplicate this. Do you understand? So I'm duplicating this. So I will copy, this is the main color. I'll copy this code here. You get it? I'll copy again, where is the code? So it will be the same. Now it's the same thing. Now let me delete this. I don't need, I will still need it, but no more. So what I'm doing here is now is that I've locked this. I've locked this. Now is the color. The main color is this color that you're looking into now. So all I need to do now is to have a deeper shade of this and a lighter shade of that. So it will balance your color palette for you. So hope you understand what I'm saying. So this is the color. So I need a lighter. So I'm going to count six. One, look from here now. One, two, three, four. Sorry. One, two, three, four, five, six. Do you understand? So I'll come here because it's also light. So I'll come here the same way. I'll count six. One, two. I counted five here because it's already white here. So I picked the nearest one. So I pick here. That's six. Now you can see this is the main color, the lighter form of the shot. Let me pick the next to it. So, the lighter to it and the deeper of it. That's how you pick your color. Do you understand? That's how you pick your color. So you come here, you add, so you add, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we need to do now is to what? Double this thing. Now, these ones will now be, you lock this one because when you are dangling it, these ones that you have already chosen will not change. So you pick. So this one will complement. That's what it's saying. To complement whatsoever. That is how to pick. That's how to pick color. That's how to pick color. That's how to pick color. So the computer itself is now helping you to pick. These ones are the ones changing. So now okay, this what it means is that this can blend with your main color, can blend with your lighter, and blend with your deeper. That's what it means. These two. So do you understand that? So that is how to pick colors. So if you notice here, I've already picked my colors here. My main color here is what? Is red and yellow. And this is the lighter form of it. This is the deeper form of it. And these are the complementary, the essence colors that will complement whatsoever I need to do aside the main color, the lighter color, and so that's how we pick. So I lock all this now. So I was now toggling this to get me one that will complement or blend with these three main colors. Remember, there are colors, there are other colors that are primary colors, which are the black and white. And you know, when you type, whether you are typing with a black or you are typing with a white, those ones you don't need them because you know that ordinarily you part of it. So I just need to tell you color that you need. Now let's look at the site we designed. You can see this is our main color. Now look at this one. It blends. Sorry, let me color. It blends. You can see. Notice this is the lighter of this yellow. You can see. Do you understand now? So you have to blend your color. You have to blend your color. You have to blend your color. So let's maintain the color I've chosen because I said we are reproducing this now. So let's go. Let's start designing now. Hope you have understood what I refer to as picking your colors, knowing how to pick your colors is so important. So these are the normal stuff. So the first thing you do is to go to header. Now, in web design, there's what we call the header and what? And the footer. Do you understand? So while we have chosen block setting, it will give you this framework of designing this thing. So it's already there. So you come to your header. So you will see what I'm seeing here. This is how your header is. So this is where you can put your logo. Do you understand? When you pick your logo, you can select. So let's see how it will look like. Okay. Okay. So let's pick our logo. So I've already opened my folder. So this is the logo I picked. So I have to drag it to to this. Okay, already dragged it now. Hope you're following me now. So I'll just select it. So it will be there. You get it now. Now, see, hope you're looking at what I'm saying. This is what it is. So if you refresh, if you come to online, see nothing has changed. And the reason why nothing has changed because I've not yet published it. Now my logo is already stated. Look at what is here now. Logo, menu, search. So when I publish it, it will show. You can see it's showing. Now this is showing academy is showing because we have given it a name. So I can come over here to delete the name. So I don't even need it here anymore because I need a logo. Now you can see sample. If you come here, you can see the menu. Now that's the only page that is there on our WordPress. That is this is the default page now. This menu is the default page. That's why it's showing. And if you can see the search, you can see the search here. You understand? You can see here. Did you see that? Hope you see what I'm saying. So that is how to design things. So let's now design what is up here. This yellow banner here. And how do you design this yellow banner? Let's come here. You see, there is one we call the top row. The top row here, it is where your search, I believe, our search is, and our social media stuff is. So you come here, where is the customer? So you come here, you pick this one, you take it top. Hope you get onto the center. This is what we call the top row. And you can see the top row here. This is where the logo is, the main row. This is your main row. This is the main row, where the menu is. Oh, you getting it? This is the top row. This is the main row. So that's what we are doing here now. So remember, your search was formerly here. I have to put it here because according to what we are using as guide, this is our search. It was formerly here. You have to put it here. Hope that is taken. So as I said, if I refresh now, you can see the difference. I will do publish. So whenever you make changes, you have to publish. Whenever you make changes, you have to publish. So I'll make changes now. You can see the search icon that was here before has already moved up. Do you understand? So that's what we need to do. That's how block city will guide us on what to do. So we now come back to here, click design. Come in. All right, so we are here now in the element. So we need our social here. See here at the middle. So now I come to my elements. You understand? Under my header. So these are the elements I can do drag and put there. So I put my socials. And remember, this is social. So this is social. So it's already there. So let me see if I publish it. I'm going to publish it now. I hope you're following me now. So I'm going to design. You can see it's at the center. But here it's not at the center. So I have to shift it to the center. So I'll move. Let me see. Now by the search, if I publish now, whenever you make changes, you need to publish it. So I'll click and say publish. I see it's now by the side. You can see we are getting there. You get it now. We are getting there. So that is that. So the next thing is to write this email address. So I have to come here. I have to come here. Run it. Question done. So okay, let's continue. Um, where am I? Okay, now we are there. So come here. So that is that. So I will now put my HTML here. Now HTML will allow me to now type that email here. So for me to do this is an HTML. So I will now type email address after that. So I'll type it now. Where is it? Email, that is me, sorry. Me at EA Digital. You understand? So I'm going to publish now. So see this and that. So I need to show the background now. Remember, the background is this. So our color code, like I said, this is our color code. We'll copy it. Color code. So you come here, or you copy it. Then you come back to your site. You come back to your site to do what you need to do in terms of this. So if you're following me, so that is that. So I'll come here, come to design. Now when I come to design, the background now, I'll click here, I'll come down here to change the color to the one I'll paste it here now. So it has changed to what I want it to be. You can see it has changed. So I'll now publish it. You see when you can see that we are getting there now. We are really getting there now. So the next thing to design is our main menu, our main header. So when we, what do we have in main header? We have our, what we call it, our logo, our menu. So let's quickly design that now and see what we have. So I'll come here, have menu. Now, for us to have this menu, we need to go back to where, to our WordPress to generate what we call menu now. Notice our menu is all about home, about, service, and shop. Do you understand? So let's come here. Let me go back to that. Hope you're following me. So I'll come back here. I'm just looking at something. It's not, this is not where I should be. So I'll click out. Okay. You're following. So I want to come back to appearance. Before I get to appearance, let me go to pages. So I'll come to page. I will say add pages. I want to show you something now. I'm going to click what we call home. I'm going to click what we call home. I'm going to click what we call shops. You understand? So I think this is what we have. Home, about, service, and shop. So let's see. Oh, this is a page. Publish. You understand? So that is done. And I see, okay, remember, this sample page is what we saw the last time. So I don't need this sample page. So I'm going to delete it. I need the privacy. So that's why I'm leaving it off. So I'll delete it here, move to trash, apply. I don't need this sample page anymore. So I've created home. Then I'll come back here again to create about. So publish, and that is done. So I'll come back here and create what again? Service. You can see I'm going to create service. So add new again. Service. So I'll publish it. I'll publish it. Do you understand now? So the next one I'm going to create is shop. Where is it? Add new. So these are the 4 things I want to do. Shop. So say publish. Mind you, the stage we are is to design what we are seeing here. Is to design what we are seeing here. Is to design what we are seeing here. So we have done this perfectly. So next is to design what we are seeing here. So I'll come here. So I've done that. Then I will now go to menu to now create the menu. So how do I create the menu? I'll go to appearance. I'll click menu. Are you getting it now? So now the first thing you need to do in creating menu is to give your menu a name. Because there could be so many menus. So like you see, we always got the footer menu, the header menu 1, and header menu 2. So I'll call it main menu or main menu 2. So that is that. So I'll now click create menu. Do you understand? It's saved now. I've created a menu called menu 2. So you now look at the left side of you, see all these pages I have already created. I will now make them a menu. So I'll click here, click here, click here, sorry, click here, click here. Then I'll say add to menu. You can see when I say add to menu, what did they do? They shifted. So I have to make an arrangement now. I can drag and drop. Do you understand? You can drag and drop. About is the next. You get it now? Service is the next. Okay. You understand that? Now I want to show you one thing again. How to do drop down. Look and see. B2 shop, B2C shop. These are drop down menu. They are not part of the main menu, but they're also menu inside the shop. So I show you how to do that now. So I'll come here. Let me take this. I don't have a link, so I'll put it this way. So I'll type B2 B2 shop. Add to menu. You get it now? When I say B2C shop, add to menu. Now, what I've just done here is that you can create menu either by pages, by post, by custom link, or by article. Do you understand that? And that's what I've just done. I've just shown you to. So you can, it's not necessary that every menu must be a page menu. Hope we get it now. So most of the menu I've just created, this B2B shop can also be a page. But I decided to show you that menu can also be created using custom links. Do you understand that? Now, this is what I want to show you. That this is the sub menu. Instead of me making a main menu, okay, let me save it. I want to show you something. You already see. Let's see if we're going to appear here. You can see. Did you see that? About home shop service. So it's not, the other one is not there. So all we need to do is to make them what? A sub menu of what? Of shop. you drag, you shift it a bit. You can see subitem, subitem. Do you understand? So when I save it, it becomes not refresh. Save menu. It should appear as something. There is something missing. Well, it should even appear. Yes. It's not showing, which I don't know why. I'm going to look into it now. Because maybe I do this, it should appear as a sub menu. I will get it done. It's already headed to menu. It should appear even on this straight line. Do you understand? It should appear on this straight line. No. Even I don't even you can see it's not even arranged well. So I don't know what to do. Give me some time. Let me quickly look into it. I will quickly. That one. I think I've gotten it now. Now this is what happened. Um, let me show you again. And sometimes you just wonder why it is not really coming up. So now when you have done all these things, Blockchain will make you to add into the menu setting. So why it didn't show that time was because I didn't add into the menu setting. So I will come here to either menu one and I'll say save. So when I say save, you now see it will now there's a drop down now. You can see now B2 show, B2, B2B show, B2. These are now. So all we need to do now is to now start editing it to now look like this. You can see. You can see. So that is that. So we have done this. Now the next thing is to what? Sorry, to add button to this point. So we'll come here. We'll go back to our. Let me go to my settings to remove that. To remove that academy that we wrote. So you can see. Now we change it to back to static. From your static, you see which of this page will be your home page. And if you have a blog, which of this one will be your post page? Am I making sense now? So a blog is when you have a blog, there are postings. So you will have created a page that will allow this posting to reside on them. Do you understand? So that is that. So that's what I'm talking about here. So I want to show, I want to see something. Is it general? Yeah, it's general. So let me remove this. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe I'll do it from there. What I'm trying to do is to remove this away from it. So which I will soon do. So let's go back to, let me see if I remove it first. I remove it now. Okay. Save it. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, yeah. No, it doesn't make sense. Okay, are we together? I hope you are getting value for what for this class. Okay. All right, let's go back to customize. Come to your dashboard, your appearance, you see customize. So the next thing is to what? Let's see where we are. Now it's to add button. This is a button. This register is a button. So let's see what we can do here. So we come back to our header. We have to our button. You understand now? So many must move for button. So if you publish it now, you see the difference. Are you following now? You can see download. But that is not what we have here. We have what we call register. So you have to change it. You have to change it. So let's see. So what is written design? So you change it to what? Register. The capital letter. And change it to register. It's there. So if there is a link to where they are going to, you put a link. But if there's no, you put this hash. It means there's no link. You come back to, let's say, medium. Then we design it. So this way designed like this. You can see. So we design it. Okay. Design. So you come back to design and pick the color. Now, if you notice here, this is the color. So we look to our color palette and see which color. This is the color. You can see. So what do you need to do? Copy it. Am I getting it now? That's how they use color. You copy it. Then you come over here. So font color, button color. Do you understand? So let's see. Button color and over color. So this is what we want. So it does a change. So let's see our over color. You can see when we over, it turns to the light yellow. So we come back here, we pick our yellow. This is the over color. We pick it. So we go back to where we are. So our over is this. Are you getting it now? We change it, we paste it, we publish it. Do you understand now? So let's see. You can see. You can see. Ah, so it has changed. One thing, we have not changed our text. So we're getting there now. So the next thing is to quickly see what can we do? The background of this. So what color did we use here? Let me see our color palette. I think we use this. We lighted it. So let's pick it up. Then we look at background. At this point, it's no longer button we are looking into now. We're now looking at the design itself. So when you to do that, you come to email, you click on this. So you take it here. So we change it again, paste it. So you can see. So we can now make it lighter. Let's see. It made it so light. So we publish it. Fresh. You can see. I think it needs to be lighter again. It needs to be lighter again. So let me see. Do you see what we're doing now? Publish it and see how this is done. So we are there, we are moving on. So let's see. You're getting there. Now, you've noticed that this thing is showing. The line across here is showing. So we'll come over here. Come over here. Border. You understand now? So we'll click on border, publish it. You see. All right. So now you notice we look carefully very well. The line is showing so small, but we picked it on the main header. It should have been on what? On the top one, not this. Do you understand? So now we'll go back again. That's why we learn. Go back again. We click none. We come here. This is where it is. We click this. Are you getting it now? Your design. Now look for border, top or bottom. So okay, I think the one we clicked the other time was okay, I got it now. Okay. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, let's go on top. We'll click on this. We increase it to, let's say, 2 to show to for you to get just the thickness to 2. We pick the color, and I think our color is this that so we pick it. We come here. This is the color. Okay. We pick it. This is the color. Then we'll move to this. Sorry. We'll move this to this. We'll change. Come in. So we save, we publish it, and see. So whenever you make changes, you see. Okay, you can see here it is, and there it is. Do you understand now? So now let's see how we can remove this away from what we're doing. So we go back and search where we can just remove that. Is it in our header? No. So you need to look into that. Yeah, I'm coming. Let's see what happens. Trying to see how this academy can move out from here. So that's what we are looking at now. So we'll look at options now. So we'll go to site identity. From site identity, this is where you find that here. So you remove it. Now I said we could go in 3 ways. We will have done it in a panel. We will have done it in WordPress, and we are doing it in our team. So let's publish it now. So the one we did in our WordPress is not effective, so we have to come and do it. So let's see. So this should go now. There's another way. Wow, gone. It's showing here it's done. same thing. It's still there. Yeah. Site title should be off. It's not here. So let's continue. I will find a solution to that. But really, it ought to have gone, but it's not necessary here. So I will see what we need to do. Why is still not shown? So these are the menu things. Okay. So now let's go back to our design. Then we have to go to footer. What is our footer? Now let's look at what our footer is here. Okay. This is our footer here. So let's see what we need to quickly do here. So under this footer, we have how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now all this thing is necessary. I said it's more of a structure. Do you understand? You have to put the structure first. So let's see what we can do here. So here, what did we write here? Okay. Right. Edit. Put it at the center. Okay, sorry. Let's continue. So here, we're going to have widget 1, widget 2, widget 3. Do you understand? So now let's quickly see what we have here. So I have to publish. I have to publish. And see. Now it's not really showing. So let's see, we can put the color. What's the color here? Here, the main color. So we come here to copy the main color. So we copy it. Okay. Then we go back, get it done here. Customize. Let's do. Okay. So then we need to make it 3. So we come here. Background color. See what it. So when it's zero, let's go back to here and add our fourth widget. If you're following me. So these are fourth widgets. So let's now see if this is done now. We go back to color. Go back to color. We pick it up. We paste our font color. So we publish. You can see it's there. It's there. Now let's go back again. So to this so. Okay. So these are our wherever it is. So what we do is put it at the center. Horizontal. Horizontal. Okay. Let's see what horizontal is. center, and center. So we change the color to this. So we come here, pick our colors, and see why you need your color. You don't just pick a color, then come over here. What is it? Pick your colors, then you change, go to design. Then we say we're saying font color here. I want my design. So blue background. Change it to what it is. Let's see. So now we are getting it. So we need to change the font to white. Change the font. So come here. Look for design. Now you change the font color, initial font color to what? To white. We publish. Let's see how it goes. Yes, you can see it has changed. So that's that. Now, you will notice these ones are not showing because they are widgets. So when you go back to your what we call it. So let's do this also. Let's quickly do this. Where we'll put our instructions here. So we'll come here. You can see up here. Let's be talking about many rows. Come here. Where's it? Okay. So what we want to do here, we put our instructions here. Let's see. So let's publish. So let's see. It's here. So come here is the one color. One color. Get it down. So it's one color. So we'll put it at the center. So these are the what we're designing. So what's the color? The color is color of these icons. Let's see. You can see these are the golden colors. So we pick, copy it, we'll go back and change the color to what we want it to be. Hope you are following, everybody. Icon color change. See, from text to paste, just change. So let's publish and see. All right, so our icon color has changed, but you can see the overall color is different. So overall color should be what? Yeah, the main yellow. So we come here, pick our color. Do you understand? Pick our color. Then we come to over, change it to this. Then you publish it. Hope you're following now. So these are the skills that you need in any website. So that is that. You will notice how I said Block C will give us a framework. And the framework is getting there. Am I right? So all we need to do is to put this icon at the center by making it one column. So let's quickly do that. So it's already a one column icon. Publish. It's already a center. You can increase it. You can increase it. come to design, icon size. So we can increase it. So let's say let's publish. See, which we still need to increase further. So we'll come over to this, increase it again. Okay, let's publish. Publish. Okay, I think this is okay for it. So all we need to do is to change the background. I think you know how to change background now, the way you have done all this now. So you go back to this, click on the top arrow, then go to design, then look for row background. You get now, you click here. By that time, you must pick your color. I think it was light. That it was, yes, I believe so. Let's go back to see what color. Yes, it was light. So we'll come here, we'll paste it. So we'll publish it and see how it's done. So, let's see. So we are getting to where we have. Do you understand now? We're getting to where we have. So these are the structure you need to put in place before all this your body content will come in. So to make our job faster and easier, you can see faster and easier, faster and easier, faster and easier. So we go there again. Are you with me? So we'll come there. All right. So we need to now see what we can do with this. All this. We need to see what we can do with it. So I said these are widget. Now let's go back to this. You understand? You see, when you click on this widget, there is nothing. There's nothing. So what will now happen is that you go back to your dashboard. So whenever you see something widget, it is from your dashboard to the site. Do you understand? So let's go to our. So we are here on appearance. So now come to widgets. So we now see if you have things that you can move to your widget area. Do you understand me? So to your widget area. Now, here, now we call the footer widget area one, footer area with all these ones we had there before. Do you get it now? So you now come here, you click and click on the add button and see. You search for what you want to put as widget. I want to make it sense now. So let's get started. Let's see. What is this one for? Legal, policy, disclosure, terms and conditions. So these are what? Pages or links. So you come here, like this one. Where is it? Our first widget. You come here, you type test. If there is test. Okay, let's put heading. Now in the heading, we call it, what do we call it? Legal. Call it legal. Call it legal. So here, now look at it. What do we call it? Yes. coming, finding navigation menu. So, do you understand? It's called legal. Now, so I'm going to delete the other one I made. Shouldn't be. So, so what we now do here is that, where is it? You guys talking about that? So navigation menu. So you come back to your menu, you create something like that. Okay, I'm going to save. I'm going to save now. I'm going to save now. So you come back to your menu. So when you come back to menu, you create. You know, I told about custom link. You create. So what are the things I created here? Legal policy disclosure terms. So these are the things you're going to do. Legal. You have to menu. You now write. What we're talking about here. Disclosure. You have to menu. And again, policy. Policy. You have to menu. Terms and condition. Condition. So these ones are there now. So what you need to do now is to create. We need to create a menu, a new menu. Let me cancel this. Let me save it. And I'll say create a new menu. So you can call it nav. A navigation menu as you want it. Okay, you create it. You create it rather. So now those you cannot come back to here and pick. Right? And what we made the other time has gone into um, the other one. So we need to do, maybe we can see, we need to cancel it now. Oh, okay. Now what it means is that we ought to have let me see if I can search. To do something. I can't search, but I search for you. Okay. I don't want to delete it. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, let me delete them. All right, let's remove that publisher. Remove now. Hope you are getting what we're doing. So we are so being practical about what we're doing. It's not something. So this is what it is. Do you get it now? So you have created two types of menu, navigation menu and main menu too. So I'll click here and I'll select. So it's asking for changes. Save it. So I'll click here Sorry, I'll click here and I'll select the type of menu that I want to create content into. I'm gonna get sense now. I'll now come back here. I'll do what I had to do, what I did the last time. We call it Lega. Okay, let's go. So we call it policy. Policy menu. We call this disclosure. Disclosure. We call this terms and condition. You understand? So we add to menu. So here, I think I need to correct it like that. Okay, so I'll save it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I will now go back. I will go back. I will go back to my widget. Mind you, we want this thing to appear here. And we have given it some widget, but it's not showing because there are no content there. So we need to now go back here. If you are following me, we need to go back here and do what we need to do. Still rolling. Now, let me come back to this page. Now, this data that is showing the other time, I think we should go off when we're about to do our element. I think that is the issue. So we'll come here again. Okay, widget area. So widget one. So our widget one has been this. So we'll pick navigation menu. Okay, let's say and see what happens. Okay, did you see that? Did you see? Did you just see it? That's what it is. So all we need to do now is to work with save it. Hope you've gotten it now. So it is the widget that has a content in it that will display. So on all these things, because they are links, you need to make them because they're also menu. Do you understand? So you have to go to the menu to create all these things. Hopefully navigation. Hope it's clear. So that's what we're going to quickly do now. So we've done that. We'll go to widget 2. Widget 2, we'll call it. I'm not going to change the content, but I'll just change this, what do you call it? The heading. So I'll come here, services. We'll type for navigation. Menu. So to call it services. Then here we pick navigation 2. Then we'll do what? We hub it. Now refresh. It's showing. So we'll go again, pick up navigation widget 3. We'll call it, what do we call it? Features. Do you get it now? We call it features. Type navigation. Do you understand? We now call it features. Oh, wow, showing already. So we pick navigation 2, we update, then we refresh. Okay. Now, if you now come here, if you notice that this is different. So this is more like a test. Do you understand? So this might not be, sorry, widget 3, widget 4 might not be um what they call it. So it could be paragraph. So when we type in all this, so I need to copy the save time. So where is it? Widget, copy and see. Did you see that? So update. I want to see if paragraph view. Okay, now that's that. So again, I think we need heading. Then I'll type contacts. So I'll save it. Now you notice I'm going to change contacts. So come up. So we're going to move. So you put this. So you're going to change the size. Let's see, update. Okay, did you see what we just did? So we use the same thing here, but when we got to this point, we found out that this is not a menu, but just a test. So we use paragraph and heading to get this done, just like we have here. Do you understand now? Now, what we have successfully done here, if you notice, we have used the, okay, I think we have not, okay. Now, another thing before I let, I have to change this, and that's the only thing remaining now is to change this. So I'll come here and check. Gold and over is the yellow. Gold and over is the yellow. So I will come here, we'll go back to my customer. I'm done with my widget. I'll go back to my customer, customize. And now my customize, that's what I'll pick my color, which is what? The gold. I'll put my color, copy, then I come back here to my, where is it? Remember, it's a header. So where is our menu? Our menu is here. So we'll change our font color to which? Then watch, we now pick our over color as this. We come back here, over. So we'll pick our over. So we'll publish. You see it's gonna change. Now it has changed. You see? Let's see. So we need to work on this also. So it has changed. It has changed. Let's see. Yeah. And we need to increase the size. We need to increase the size. So we'll come back again. Come back again. So the general, then increase the size. Let's this down. Okay. So change the size. That's this. Please follow me. We are doing it together. I'm looking for the test. So we are in the test now. So this is where you pick what you want. Regular, bold. Let's see, bold 500. Okay, bold 500 is not good. It is good. What did you pick? Okay, let's see font size. Ah, they have a big the thing. All right, let's continue. Let's write that again. So let me put it at 20. And put it at 20. So that's how you continue to do it. So you feel that okay, this is the best. You get it now. So it depends on your creativity. Let me set it for me. Okay, for me. All right. So done that. Now let's see how this shop thing changes. So the same way we change it. So just look for the drop down. That's how it's done. Now drop down effect, you can see drop down effect. So you change the color. Now let's see what the color is. Okay, you can see the is yellow light over this. You get it now? So let's quickly look into that, and we call it a day for part one. So in part two, we now start using builder to get it. All right, let's quickly work on this. So is okay. Font color, background. Font color is what? Good. Font color is good. Font color is good. We'll come back here again. Font color is good. Let's change the font color. All right. Now the over color of font is the opposite, which is the light. If you're following me, just be attentive. All you need to do is to repeat everything I've done. You just try it and try it and try it and try it. That's how you get it. Do you understand? So we come back here and see the over color. Now let's publish and see what we've done. So you refresh. You refresh. So see, you can see. And so we need to change the over. You get it now? What I want you to do. So over background. So go to background. Go to background. So there's a divider. If you notice, there's a divider. Divider is the main color. So we pick our main color for divider. So we'll come back here. Our divider. Okay. Okay. So what we're looking for now is the background. Background. Yeah. Drop that background. Yeah. That's what we're looking for. So let's quickly look into that. So we come back here. We come back. Where is it? Okay. Not seeing the let's see the story showing. So what we need to do is this background to change. That's what I'm looking for here. So we'll look into it. We'll look at it together. So it should change. So item background should change. Item divider. Let's see. No, that should show. Showing. Okay. Let me see. Is it? Sure. Let's see this. Let's see this. So it is okay. So what do we call it? Call it road. Pick it up. Then we'll take it up here. All right. So okay. So it should be affected now. Okay. Did you see that? Did you see that? So this is a drop down. Did you see that? Okay. 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 Now this is what um, we've been able to do for part one. So part two, that is where we now start building the content. So what I've just done here is to show you how to use a team to build a structure first, a framework first. Then you can now start talking about how to do this, how to do this, how to do this, how to do this. Do you understand now? So the next video you'll be looking into is to show you how to build this content in your website. So you can see it's been fun all the way, and I believe you join the next, you watch the next video. So see you in the next video.